You've got gifts, Parker, but you have a job to do. Are you going to step up or not?
The Spider-Man Far From Home trailer is finally here. Peter Parker is heading to Europe, but wherever he goes, he tends to find trouble. Let's break down the new trailer scene by scene. Spider-Man has seemed to step into the role of helping all those in need through community service as well as crime fighting, which is something that sets him apart from the rest of the heroes in the MCU. Back in Spider-Man Homecoming, you'll remember that Aunt May saw Peter in the Spider-Man costume at the end of the film.
What the f?
Now she seems strangely okay with Peter as Spidey, as the two embrace each other. While it was established that Happy and May have met before, there's a little bit of awkward chemistry going on between the two, as it seems Happy has a crush. Peter watches it all unfold, much to his dismay. Peter is heading to Europe on vacation. The only new info here is that it's with his friends from school and not so much of an actual school trip. Peter decides he needs a vacation from being Spider-Man as well. He leaves his Spider-Man costume in his closet and closes the door. But how does he get it later on in the movie? Well, in the international trailer, you find out that Aunt May packed the superhero suit without Peter knowing, and an Italian customs agent spots it when going through his luggage. Surprise, Nick Fury and Spider-Man finally meet after Fury invades his room. Also, Ned gets shot with a tranquilizer dart. The rest of the trailer is pretty vague as to what Fury's role will be in the movie, but it seems like he'll be filling in for Tony Stark. Maria Hill and Nick Fury take on Magnum. While some people have been calling the monster in this scene Sandman, actor Tom Holland has stated the group of superpowered monsters he fights is the Elementals. This is likely Magnum, who was the Master of Earth for that group. He'll be played by Newman Akar. While Far From Home will stick close to the comic roots for the Elementals, there have been rumors that the character Hellfire from the comics will be replaced by Spider-Man villain Molten Man. Our biggest clue was an alleged leak of an upcoming LEGO set which included Molten Man. Here's our first look at the stealth suit. Why does Peter have this suit? We don't know, but it looks pretty simple and almost like it was quickly pieced together. It looks as though he puts it on in the aftermath of a giant battle, as there is a bunch of destruction behind him. And here's Hydro Man. In the comics, the water elemental member was Hydron, but because Hydro Man is such a predominant Spider-Man villain, he'll be switched in for this role. Anyway, he looks like a giant wave of water with a vague human form. It's perfect. Here's our first look at Jake Gyllenhaal in the Mysterio costume, and it looks fantastic. It's almost entirely based on the 616 version of the character, with nothing coming from the Ultimate version. The gold chestplate is an excellent addition, and he almost looks heroic. And now for some Easter eggs. The deli owner has a few images behind the counter, two of which are newspapers. Both of those stories are about how his deli was destroyed in Homecoming and how Spider-Man saved him. He also has two pictures, one with Spider-Man and one with former US President Barack Obama. In the MCU, they don't print years on passports, apparently. On Peter's passport, you can clearly see Peter Parker's birthday is August 10th. The suitcase Peter takes to Europe with him has BFP inscribed on it. This case originally belonged to Peter's late uncle and May's husband, Ben Parker. What's the F stand for? Well, that we're not sure of, so let's just say Francis. We're going to make a couple assumptions about how Mysterio got his name, but let's roll with it. Mysterio more than likely gets his name because of an Italian news report showing him battling a large water monster. The news caption in Italian translates to, "A creature made of water emerges from the big canal and threatens the whole city." The second line is where we get his superhero/villain name. It translates to, quote, "The Mystery Man fought with thee," end quote, so Mysterio's name is just the Mystery Man. Be sure to subscribe to GameSpot Universe for more Marvel videos coming your way. Spider-Man Far From Home will hit theaters on July 5th. But before that, we'll be covering Captain Marvel in March and Avengers Endgame in April. Thanks for watching.